So I wanted to do a little video this morning about, I guess, how to make your day fun. It's interesting. I got this about 6 months ago, maybe 4 to 6 months ago, not knowing how to play any stringed instrument and actually being quite scared of this. I thought it was a crazy idea. However, I had a real compulsion that I'd like to learn a musical instrument, and this came from a simple realization. This simple realization was at the beginning of the lockdown to fill my time of an afternoon. I thought, I've got a few hours free, and I found myself stewing on things like, I'm living on my flat on my own and all this kind of negative thinking. And it was kind of starting to bring me down a bit, even though I was still doing my meditation and stuff. And I thought, I need to do something fun. What can I do that I will enjoy? So, being a deeply spiritual person, I bought an Xbox and a game called Assassin's Creed, which you go about sneaking around as London as an assassin. And to be honest, it was great. I was spending about 2 hours a day in the afternoon playing it, and I really enjoyed it. But what I noticed after playing it for about 4 months and getting to the end of the game was, when I first picked up the controller to first play the game, I didn't know there were so many buttons and ways of moving the fingers, and I was kind of slow and clumsy with it. And then I noticed about 3 to 4 months in, it was not even thinking. I was jumping buildings, doing all this kind of stuff, and it was amazing watching how my neural pathways had formed to play this game and the intricacies of the finger movement. And then I thought, well, is this serving me though? I'm kind of enjoying it, but is there a way, if I can reprogram my brain in about a 4 to 6 month period to move fingers and do things in ways that I just couldn't when I first started? What if I'd learned and spent that 4 months learning to play an instrument to that level? And so I think, right, I'll buy a guitar. I have some amazing musicians I know who play devotional songs and Icaros and various things on guitars. So that night I went to bed. Shall I get a guitar? The next morning I get up and my partner phones me and says our good friend has had a dream about me playing this very small 4-string guitar, which I recognised was a ukulele. So you have to follow these coincidences, and here I am about 4 months later picking this up on the first day, and just like an Xbox controller, not knowing how to pluck a string, how to hold chords. And here I find myself about 5 months later. I've composed about 4 or 5 different mantras and tunes on it, different chord structures. I feel comfortable and relaxed playing it now, just putting in maybe an hour to 2 hours most days and enjoying my practice, which has been much more rewarding and gifted to my life than learning how to play an Xbox game. Now I can do something that brings other people happiness. But my point about this is, there's always things we can do to serve the world, to make ourselves feel good. And now playing an instrument, or now I've just started learning how to bake, it's finding things in your day that light you up. So the importance of this is this. When I read the Celestine Prophecy a number of years ago, it said, look for the coincidences in your life, like the dream that came about learning this. Like, you'll start to see these coincidences happening. However, they never happened for me. And I realize now, because I needed them to happen. I was waiting for to be told what I needed to do, to be shown through a coincidence. But that's not how it works. To create coincidences in your life, get happy, get peaceful, do what you love to do during the day. You see, that wisdom that we call coincidence, it's always there. It's a part of the fabric of reality, but we're blind to this kind of higher thinking, higher knowing, higher guidance, because we're literally compressed into fear and uncertainty. That's why we can't see the way for our lives. So insight, inspiration, the word inspiration means in spirit, as in your own divinity, in the light. And that's where the inspiration is. It doesn't come from somewhere, it's already there, but we have to learn to tap into it. So to find the guidance system of our lives, first raise your vibration, get happy, be peaceful, play an Xbox game, go for a walk in the park, do whatever it is on that next stage of your journey into happiness. And the more you journey into that, if you like, that realm of insight and possibility, the more you just start to know when to speak, when to move, when to be still, when to rest, when to move, when to exercise. All becomes clear to you. But it has to start in this moment, today, taking that next step, and you're on your journey into happiness, peace, love, light, all that kind of stuff. So have a beautiful day, lift your vibration, feel good, the insight, the wisdom, the path, it's already there. We're just blind to it when we're lost in our stuff, in our darkness, our fear, our they're bad, I'm good, all that stuff. It makes us blind. But to have eyes to see and ears to hear, raise your vibration. Have a beautiful day. Thank you.